Hey, buddy, how's it going? Look at that impromptu live start on that one, eh?
I'm telling you now
Uh,
what.
hey, Russ, is your mic working now? I can hear it.
Nope, can't hear you.
No, yeah,
I
I
can
can't
read
hear
your
you.
lips though.
Oh, there you are. Jeez.
I knew you was going to do that.
I,
I couldn't
I was
help
just going to
myself.
cancel you right off the bat.
I found out what it was on the Hangout because on the Streamyard, the old Streamyard for your show yesterday, I went to that and the microphone worked. I said, "Well, son of a bitch!" So I went back to the Hangout and y'all still couldn't hear me. So I finally saw that damn icon up at the top, so I was able to get the settings right and I find the right microphone to use.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, I had to do it again just now.
Oh,
So we're already live, which is good. I don't know. Like I said, let's go live.
Let me get over to the comments.
Well, you said you were coming back.
Oh, I know. But like I said, I got stuck in a chat with.
Well, I was just asking Herbie. I said if John's petered out since he finished that project. He said, "Yeah, he's probably done for the day." Then
Well, yeah,
there goes.
it's hot in my shop right now. That's unbelievable. I got to figure out something to get the heat out of my shop now.
I'll tell you one damn thing. I like to send this rain I'm getting up to you.
Nah, I don't want no stinking rain. They got to work in the rain.
You don't need no stinking rain. I don't want
ain't
it.
no stranger to the rain.
I'm standing out in the rain.
There we go.
Oh,
Oh, we
right,
got one person watching. Who's watching? We got one person.
Who's watching?
I don't know. Probably me.
that or me.
Well, you know, none of them crafters because they're all busy doing their own thing now. Well, you know, none of them crafters because they're all
Nope.
busy doing their own thing now.
Uh-oh. I hear an
It-
echo.
It's Billy.
Oh,
No, I
Billy.
just opened it.
Billy's watching me.
I just opened it.
Oh, Lordy. Yeah, but getting back to the story, she, eats them for me. Pam puts some in the floor for her, scoots them across the floor.
she wants to smell your scent on them, I think.
And then finally, Pam put some down a minute ago and she ate those.
Ah.
She thinks she's getting the good stuff. Ain't happening.
That's a particular summer guy.
She is.
All right.
But I tell you what, since we've been home, we're ready to leave them cats somewhere else because they have been clingy.
I know. I can imagine. I knew what I'd be coming into when I came back to these two dogs either.
So what are you gonna do tonight, John?
Start a new pick. And I know what I want to do. I started working on it already, but not download it again. Or I gotta grab my picture again and resize it. Oh, second one
It
in.
wasn't right.
Is what we
No,
talking
it's
about
small.
earlier.
No, it's not. It's not that one. That one's gonna take me a while to redo.
Well, why don't you do the Screaming Beavers?
No, it's gonna take me a while to redo it though.
That's what I want to hear.
I do have that one ready to go though, but I gotta resize it and redo it. I'm adding my own stuff in it too. Okay. All right. So let's.
Welcome to the Freeman Beaver Show.
Yeah, what's next? Wailing Willie?
Yeah, that's why I put it on your page.
I want to see Brenda Taco.
Okay.
Oh, you sick puppies.
Size this up. So I want this to be 13, 12, 11 inches tall. Dun, 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 dun.
Hello, Chris. How you
Hello,
doing
Chris.
today?
How you doing, Chris?
Which Chris? Chris Nealon?
Yeah.
Yes.
Come on. Yeah, I knew it was gonna happen.
What?
It's too big for what I want. But let me change my page orientation here. I'll do a double print on it.
Yeah, Chris, it looks like you bought the whole theater out. You're the only one. We're playing to an audience of one. Yeah, but Chris, that second one don't count.
Oh crap!
What? You got food you had to eat?
Oh no! I came in, took my shower. I forgot to feed my dog, so I need to let her out and feed her. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Okay.
It's you for child abuse.
Damn sure can't get me for it because I feed mine every day.
I'm telling you.
Everything I got, she gets.
She'll let you know about it too.
Yeah, you've heard her very well.
Okay, this is gonna be another multi-layered piece. I gotta try and figure out how I'm gonna layer it though.
What is it?
One layer at a time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, one layer at a time.
Um, well, that ought to keep the doctor happy. Told me to be easy with the yogurt, but I could have all the cottage cheese I wanted.
How's that work?
Tell you
I
one
don't
thing,
know.
you can have both of them, as far as I'm concerned.
Well,
I
maybe it's
don't
because
want
of
none
all
of it.
maybe it's because of all the probiotics in yogurt. It messes up your system if you get too many.
Oh,
Even though I know you're allowed to have like billions of probiotics daily.
Mm-hmm.
no, I just need to get this A1C down where I can get the ball rolling again. I want to get this surgery over and done with.
Speaking of surgery, how you doing, John? You back to normal?
Oh yeah, I've been back to normal for a couple of weeks now.
Oh, okay.
Since the surgery, basically.
I thought you had to take it
Yeah.
easy for a little bit, it's supervisory work.
Yeah, I'm supposed to, but you know how that works out.
Yeah.
So it just hurts to bend to the ground. Kneeling is fine. Just bending straight over hurts. Coughing and laughing still hurt, but it's getting there.
Mm.
Ah,
Okay, Herb?
yeah, I just had to get my comfortable spot.
All right.
Got my mug root beer. I don't hardly ever drink sodas anymore, but by God, I felt like I had to have a root beer the last couple of days.
I know that's
Oh,
the way I
gosh,
was
gosh.
when we left.
Well, they didn't have any A&W, but they had mugs. I said, that's good.
I looked at Pam and I said, "Can I please have a soda?"
And
I got one.
No soda for you.
Yeah, the soda Nazi.
Yeah. No soda for you. You get back in
Uh,
line.
so
That was a good episode.
I had some on the trip. I get home, I figured that's the end of it, and I went to the ice box to get cottage cheese out. Man, there's a cold can of Sprite in there.
Ah,
She's testing my willpower.
you're gonna give in pretty soon, huh? She
No,
don't drink it first.
she don't drink Coke. She'll drink the Sprite. Coke
Okay.
will sit in there and go flat before she'll touch it.
Yeah, I like Sprite over regular Coke. I think it's been since January since I've had a regular Coke. But I was mainly that's what that. My wife thinks it too. That the pounds that I've lost has been because I gave up the
Sodas.
peach tea and all that. I
Yep.
don't hardly drink sodas, but even before that, but I was drinking that peach tea like crazy. So I think she thinks a lot of what I've been able to accomplish on the weight loss is because of getting rid of the sugary drinks that I was drinking.
Yep.
Sugary
Chris-
drinks.
Yeah, buddy, that peach tea, something else. Chris said he spent the weekend with his new 34-ton log splitter. Chris, are you tired? Even though the splitter did all the work, right?
He still had to load it.
He had to load it. That's what I'm thinking. That's why I thought he might be tired.
Oh.
Them splitters are nice, though, by God. I like watching them get on there and it just goes right through that log and splits it right clean in half. That's nice.
Yep.
I got me a load of firewood that way one day. He
Split
said
in
not
twain.
tired, but lots of bending. He's sore from all the bending. I don't blame him. I hate bending over. I'm like Javi in that respect. Javi, he can't stand bending over. He's built the same as me, wide in the middle.
Got that extra spare tire, huh?
Look like the Michelin Man.
Well, I wasn't gonna say that.
I don't mind saying it. I fit the bill right now. I do anyway.
That's that one. Hey, everybody.
Hi,
I'm
John.
almost ready here. That's what happens when you go on an impromptu live. Woohoo!
He said that thing will split a Volkswagen. I bet it would.
All right, so what I'm doing is I'm going to be doing this.
Ah,
Give me a sec. This.
sir.
I serve, therefore I am. Canadian Warrior.
There you go.
I'm going to do this up for the veterans, or maybe the Legion Hall, or even a Legion House, rather.
Mhm.
And they can put it up wherever they want. I'm going to do it in 1, 2, 3, 4 layers.
Mm.
And I'll have a top scroll at the top, which I'll tattoo on the "I serve, therefore I am," and red maple leaf in the background for the two sides, lions, and then Canadian Warrior on the front, over top of everything else.
Outstanding.
So, what am I going to start with? I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, she's been locked in her pet porter all afternoon because I was down in the shop. Nobody else was in the house.
Mm.
And I just came in and forgot all about her.
Ah, mine wouldn't let you forget.
Yeah, well.
Neither would these three.
Oh, they don't stay in a kennel or anything like that. They stay in the run of the house.
She would, but I don't trust her.
Well, I've got a little spot for them to go to the bathroom already set up if it come to it. If I'm not in here to take them outside. Oh. All right, girl, here.
Oh.
There we go.
Damn it. I can't get up.
Help, I've fallen.
Oh, man.
Splitting for turnings, Chris? Or for firewood?
Just got to do some additional drawing on here. So I get full backers that I'm looking for. Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, I've got some walnut that came down in Katrina that my brother cut off a house in Louisiana and brought home to me. I haven't turned it yet either, and it's probably too old to turn, but I've been turning it anyway. Well, I've still got a bunch to turn. I turned some of it not long ago. It's okay. Jeanette,
it's 29.
I bet I've got, I don't know, 9 or 10 cords of wood of oak out there. Live oak. Hello, Sandy.
Hello, Sandy.
Hello, Sandy. How you doing this evening?
Was that a blonde wig you were wearing in that Friday night video, or did you dye your hair?
Curious minds want to know, Sandy.
Yeah. You look good as a blonde.
Gee, Sandy, it's quarter after 10 o'clock. What are you doing up late still? Come check out all the boys, hey?
Oh, yeah, I love turning live oak, Chris. It's just crazy. She said, nope, she got her hair done. She's a blonde. I like it. Looks good.
Apparently, I've heard they have more fun.
I cannot confirm or deny that one.
Sandy's always fun.
Well, considering everybody on the panel's gray.
Hey. I'm not all the way.
She's
Not all the way.
way past my bedtime.
So I know, Sandy, I know you saw it. Russ, did you see the hummingbird I did?
I saw it just earlier today when I came in. I saw you post a picture of it. It's outstanding, man.
There you go. So there's all
Oh,
three
yeah.
layers of it.
Yes,
So.
when you get that, when you do the colored pencils, it's going to be really pretty.
Yeah, I
don't
think
call
so.
it crayons.
Colored pencils. Stylo de Claire. There you go. That'll screw you up.
All right. La
Get on
Pluma.
somewhere.
Hello, Greg.
Hey, Greg.
Hey, Greg, how you doing?
Hey, Greg,
Is it hot
Is it-
over in Winnipeg? Is it hot in Winnipeg for you?
it's the Canadian show, folks.
Yeah, I got. Oh, it's 3 and 3. It's split. Oh well.
Three
yeah.
Canadians, three Texans. Yeah, hey,
Yeah.
and
look at
Chris in Connecticut.
that. Hey, Chris. All right, let me tattoo this on first. 'Cause I know I'm gonna lose this if I go too much further.
Canadians and one Billy.
Yeah, the grain in live oak just goes so many directions, Chris. It's just awesome.
So I'm not worried about placing on this. I gotta get it on so I got my banner off after.
Greg said not bad, only 24, 25.
Man, I think it's like 30 out here right now. 32 maybe.
You may need to get an air conditioning conditioner.
Oh,
Okay,
it's
Sandy,
39.
see,
It's 39 in Grand Prairie right now.
look,
Wow, that's hot.
look up at the top of John's window, and in the about just off to the right of the middle is the little short arm of that Excalibur scroll saw. It's not one of those long articulating arms like on a Hegner or
Yeah,
yeah, there it is.
the only
Right
part
there.
that actually moves is right here.
Yeah. It's a little chicken head. We call it his chicken pecker.
Yeah, you probably do need it because it's a lot of fun.
We tried to tell him he needs to put a rubber chicken head on it. He won't listen.
Well, I'm waiting for
And
I'm actually
there it
waiting
is.
for Stace to make me one.
Oh,
Part of that keychain exchange thing, right?
oh yeah.
That's on there.
Oh, she said she has a Delta. It doesn't have a chicken pecker. Shame.
Is this an older Delta? Has an arm about that same short.
Okay, so part 1 done. Look at that. Finished. Woo!
Sweet.
Didn't get
Now you
anything
just
in
got to
there.
cut it out.
Yeah, now for the hard part. Well, that can stay the way it is. So I need, I gotta prep. My wood's prepped, actually. I got 2 pieces here. Okay, well,
She's a very, very, very old Delta.
do I believe fun here? Oh yeah, well, my saw, it's 11 years old now, I think. It's getting up there. So Connie, or Sandy, I know since you're new here, I can walk everybody through this anyway. So when I apply patterns to my wood for cutting, let me get my camera out here. What I do is I use Glad Press and Seal, not sponsored.
They ought to be, by
Wish I
God.
was though. I
Yeah.
know. And I apply it to my wood so I can use more of my wood after. I like to cut a lot of miniature stuff. Now there are lots of different ways to do this. You can put painter's tape down. You can use, I'm not sure what, they use some kind of shelf line now. I'm just kind of call it Mac Tack because everybody knows it's Mac Tack. But this saves my wood from getting glue all over it. I don't have to sand it down after. This is when I prep my wood, I sand both sides to begin with. And then
And then
use
wipe it
spray-
down with mineral spirits.
spray glue to spray it on.
He's spraying it on the press and seal over the wood.
Spray it on the press and then I spray the back of my pattern. And that's just to put the pattern on to the wood. I got a bunch of different small cuts to make here, so I'm just going to cut this down to size as it is. And I always use spirals so I can cut in any direction, but I usually cut straight anyway.
Chicken pecker in action.
What's that, Russ?
I told her it's chicken pecker in action.
Yeah. So the excess part, the press and seal on, so you just peel that off. That way my wood is still good for another project. There's no glue on there. I don't have to worry about it. And I'm cutting this out of half-inch. Well, it was three-quarter pine that I reset into two sacked pieces, and ran through the planer, sanded it down.
All right,
All right,
Chris.
Chris.
We'll be here.
Might have to do some checking. But I have a tendency to not finish projects when I start them because I find something else better to do. And it razzes me about it anyway. So,
I only
but they all like
razz
to
you
see.
about it 2 or 3 dozen times a week. Come on.
Anybody can put up with that.
They all like to see the new products coming out, though.
Oh yeah.
JJ,
You
he's
look
in
at
the
the-
Hello,
house.
JJ.
Hello, JJ.
Look at the beaver.
Can't see it good. Is it screaming?
Yeah. One of the most important parts, though, is use a good tack cloth, Sandy, and clean all the dust off before you put your present seal down. Otherwise, you won't get a real good
Yeah.
stick.
Yeah, usually sand it down, and then I while playing it, then I sand. Then I use my dust or my air compressor to blow the dust out. Then I use a tack cloth to get all the excess dust out of the grooves. And then I use Rust and Seal to put it on with.
And no glue residue.
Whoa.
We welcome
You don't
all
want
kinds
that
of
part?
questions. We welcome all kinds of. No, I don't want that part. We welcome all kinds of questions, and if there's something that I can't explain, I'll actually show everybody. That's why my shows take so long.
Oh, that guy's got a big, scary gun.
I missed that.
Yeah. What you're
I said,
cutting
oh,
out,
that guy's got a big, scary gun.
Yeah,
The one you're cutting
yeah,
out.
exactly. Oh, are you serious? Same spot again.
That
Same
Yeah.
spot. Yeah.
twang.
Yeah, way
Drink,
top.
Steve
too.
C. Drink.
Drink.
You got some defective blades because they keep
I
breaking
mean-
in the same spot.
Same spot.
Gotta be. Open up a new pack then.
Greg says, Ward, you were awfully hard on the beaver last night.
But you should pounding.
Sandy. Go to your room.
Hello, Mark.
Yeah, you know,
she's
she's groove.
Hello,
No,
Mark.
Mark.
You know she
he
what?
broke that blade in the same spot he did the other night.
Hey, Mark.
She's gonna be good. She's gonna be good in this group.
Yeah, she would.
Well, I'm gonna eat some of them for myself, thank you.
Now the little girl says she wants her own bowl of pretzels.
Oh, well, pretzels. I need some junk
Yeah, I'm
food.
giving her some pretzels.
Hey, Mark, how was your show? I missed it. We were doing
I
stuff
haven't
too.
seen
So.
it yet, but I'll see it later.
Okay, that's obviously a maple leaf in the background. What's the rest of it? That's good. That's good, Mark. I haven't decided yet, Sandy. Sandy wants to know what projects we're working on this week. I'm just finishing
Mine
up
should
trying to hook up I got my new webcam mounted and connected to the PC, and I got the new big monitor attached, and it's working. I did a live stream test real quick this afternoon, and it works. The only thing I don't have is audio, or good audio. So I need to source that down and get it taken care of. But I need to get something on the lathe. I hadn't turned anything in since my cane a month ago.
Hello, Larry.
Hello, Larry.
Larry,
projects change daily, if not hourly.
That's for sure.
Me, I'm gonna find somebody's show I can supervise.
oh, you're cutting the big scary gun out. So you're just cutting a maple leaf?
Yep.
The breathing's good, Sandy. I haven't had much problem in a while. I've been off of oxygen for a long time now, 3 months. I still get tired, and especially if I overdo it, I still get tired easy. But I'm good.
He thinks he's good. He's not. He's bad.
He's
Well,
really bad.
I'm as good as I can be for me.
Well, yeah.
That's what happens when you get a Canadian and 3 Texicans on the same show.
What's that?
Everybody's bad.
Yeah.
John just throws the bacon
All right.
on the cake. That's what it is.
Yep.
Maple leaves are a Canuckistani thing. Billy?
I don't know. What is national flower of the U.S.?
Shit, I don't know.
The national flower?
Okay, sorry. What is the national tree of the U.S.?
I know the flower.
Our state has a like every province has a national flower and an animal and a tree and stuff like that, right? So what is the
Texas
national?
Is the flower. The flower in Texas is bluebonnet.
Mm-hmm.
But there should be
The
national
tree, I
one
think,
too.
is oak.
I'm not sure about the tree. It could be.
The oak.
Don't get me lying. I slept since
The oak. Our national tree is the oak.
What I was thinking.
Yeah, see, ours,
Yeah.
is,
That's what
see,
Mark
we got
said.
another Googler.
ours is a maple.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a silver maple.
Larry, we
Or
don't know
sugar.
if it's one of his unfinished projects yet because he hadn't stopped yet. He just started.
I started it. It's not finished because I just started it.
That looks like aromatic cedar.
Kind of does, don't it?
Bacon wood.
Bacon wood.
Because I love working with stuff.
If you just had that live edge on it, really looked like a piece of bacon.
Mm-hmm.
Feel good. I'm good to go. No shot tonight.
All right. Greg said their tree should be a white spruce.
Should have been.
It wouldn't look good on the flag.
Not a very big leaf.
Have to have a little something with substance there.
And of course, the state tree of Texas is the pecan.
I can deal with that. I
Can.
got the state tree in my backyard. I'd like to cut down.
Oh, if it's not producing, get rid of it.
Oh, it's producing, but I still want to cut it down.
Why?
Too many squirrels.
Squirrels.
Yeah,
Penelope ain't doing her job then.
yeah, I know. She's in the other tree, and all she can do is look at it.
I have a lot of squirrels, but they don't bother me.
Oh, they're a pain in my tail. My wife's got potted plants all over the front porch, and they go in and dig them all up, and it pisses her off to no end.
Oh,
Dances with aardvarks.
they haven't. Hey, Mike,
Hello, Mike.
they haven't been digging up. They haven't dug up any of our stuff.
Oh,
They
they've been
forage.
eating.
They
Right.
forage for acorns all the time, but
Oh yeah, well they've been getting in her. And she's the pecan shells they scatter around too. They sometimes up on the porch railings.
my biggest issue right now is the 3 coons living in the attic.
I had squirrels in my attic till I finally got rid of them. I put a little something up there to take care of that.
I can't figure out where they're coming from or how they're getting in. I mean,
I didn't have. I had a small hole where the pressure board didn't. It was broke. Right where they meet, right there at the apex of the roof, and man, that's where they went in at. But I took care of them. No, Mark, that's not the neighborhood cats. We've got 3, I think, young kittens that are hanging around the place now. And they done me a good solid. They left me a dead squirrel right in front of my shop door. So I'm going to keep them around instead of rehoming them.
Oh, Lordy.
Hey, Larry, I think our state bird is the mockingbird.
yeah, I don't know how. Do more than one state use the mockingbird as their state bird?
I don't know. I guess they could. I think ours is, though.
Used to be.
Yeah. Sandy asked what time you boys are going live on Wednesday. Who knows?
Well, it's hard to say. I usually get off work about 5 o'clock. I'm usually in the shop at 7, which is 9 o'clock your time. But the thing is you can't really have a contest for July 4th when Canada Day is on the Thursday. That's all I'm saying. You can't have a national competition after the day of. That's like having a Thanksgiving at Halloween because it's after our Thanksgiving.
So what was your contest supposed to be?
Oh, I don't even know the full details. Sandy,
Ah.
what's all the details on that anyway?
Mike's asking who was lurking in Amy's chat earlier. Why did someone get their channel deleted? I didn't understand.
Oh, one of the DIYers apparently someone created a mock account that looked like hers and was answering comments in her YouTube videos, and apparently they weren't real nice, and it wasn't her doing it, it was somebody else.
Yeah, she posted a video of it.
But she got it back. Greg says the provincial bird of Manitoba is the mosquito.
That must be one hell of a mosquito.
I thought that was Louisiana.
Oh, they
That could be in my neck
They
of the
roll me
woods.
down.
I
That's the
tell you
same
what,
thing.
the biggest mosquitoes I've ever seen in my life were in Alaska.
The ones in
well, I
my
could
little part
probably.
of the Gulf Coast they're a little small ones.
Mark
So-
Lindsay said, Mark Lindsay says contest is to guess how many unfinished projects, and John shout,
John, I'll throw you a little bit of bacon, John, if you give me the answer.
Oh my god, these are bad. They're right.
As Mark said, if you guessed all of them, you win.
Unbelievable. Well, Sandy, if you want me to, I can do an I am Canadian logo. Or a proud with maple leaf with I am, you know what I'm talking about. Greg knows what I'm talking about.
Well, you want to dumb it down for us Texans?
It's a Canadian thing.
Ah, yeah.
she said yes.
So did Greg.
Oh, I should Terrence and Phillip. Oh,
Oh man,
Does your magnifying glass have a light around it, or is it just a magnifying glass?
no, it has a light around it. It's a fluorescent lamp though. I gotta get a new one with the LED lights in it. See.
Yeah.
Sandy said I'm thinking about doing a alcohol burn on a Canadian beer can.
I don't know. Is that a waste of alcohol, Sam? We could always do a Johnny Walker logo. CC.
Or his brother's Blackie.
Oh,
and
the
Red.
Batty logo.
Foster's Canadian for beer.
That's Australian for
That's Australia.
It's supposed to be, but I don't think it is.
Sandy, if you need mosquitoes, just ask me. I'll send you some.
Who was it telling us that they don't even drink Foster's down? It's like tourist drink. The tourist beer is Foster's.
Yeah.
Yes, in Australia, that's correct. That's why I said that one of my Australian mates said that one day. It was Foster's Canadian for beer. I thought it was funny.
Larry asked a question. Go ahead, Herb.
If you were to stack cut, how many do you stack cut?
How do you stack cut? Yeah. He knows how to stack cut.
As many as that blade will let you, Larry.
Depends on the thickness of the wood.
If I
Yep.
was stack cut, would depend on what I was cutting. Because you all know I don't stack cut. But if you're cutting, depends on what you're cutting. Because I know the crosses you did the other day, you did some, and they were one inch or quarter inch. There's not a lot of detail in those though, but if you're doing a lot, like hummingbird for example, if I was to stack cut the hummingbird, I'd probably do a 3 stack of 1/16. But you're gonna lose that because a lot of it's gonna break in the bottom layers. A stack cut when I've done ornaments and my eagle feathers and stuff. I'll stack cut a quarter-inch sets of those. I tried three one time. You lose a lot of detail though because the ball stack seems to break out though.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Usually
It
because of
comes.
angles and everything else. But the thing is, like if you're using straight blades, for example, because of all your turning and everything else, you're gonna have breakage on the bottom end regardless. You don't have as much space as you are moving the scroll saw's arm. Man, this
Scroll
sucks.
size, not arms, not moving. Just a
Oh,
chicken
you're
picker
talking
part.
the arm itself. Just give me 1 second. Let me get this cut.
And she has a delta, it's just like the DeWalt on the whole arm.
No, she's got an old Delta.
Yeah.
It's not like the new one. It's not like the DeWalt. It's
Okay.
Yeah, she's got a parallel
Okay.
or a C arm, right?
yeah, she's got
Oh,
the
okay.
parallel arms.
Okay, so on my Excalibur, you can't get these anymore. You can try and find one though.
They're few and
So
far
the the
between.
the pit point is right at the back, and the arm actually locks in place, stays up, so you can change all your everything else. You can top or bottom feed on these. Um, when you bring it down, you basically have two tension knobs on either side of the blade here, one there and one there, and then to tighten your blade on, and then you tension it like that. For extra tent, I got speed control on top. I have a pedal on the floor, so my arm is on all the time, so my rubber doesn't get broken and fall off. Don't get dust in there. There's an extra tension arm back here for extra tensioning. Let me pull this off for a sec. The um, the whole entire table tilts rather than sorry, the table stays level when you tilt your arm over.
Yeah, the head tilts.
So on here, the head and the bottom arm tilt 45 degrees both ways. The table stays flush to the top.
She said, I hate when the rubber breaks.
I know a lot of other people do too.
Now, I don't. I've actually only rotated my arm one time before I put it in the table, and I've had it in this table for over 9 years. But I need to cut slots at the back end here, one there and one on this side, so that my whole arm will be able to tilt 45 both directions. Air blower on the top. I also have dust collection hooked up to the bottom, which I got at Princess Auto or Cast, right? To the bottom section here, which collects all the dust into it. And then I have it mounted in a desk, and I'm sitting in a chair. So then I got like when my desk is cleared off, I'll actually have 60 inches from edge to edge, and because it's 20 inches deep, you can cut or 21 inches deep from the blade to the back of the arm, you can cut up to 42 inches.
I said, wow, that's so cool. Love it.
Mike said, "How many stacks could a stack scroller scroll if a stack scroller could scroll wood?"
4.5.
Well, I do know.
Hmm.
I know it's a joking question, but I do know people that have stacked 12 pieces of 1/16th. You can do the math. It gives it
I used to
somewhat
work
of
with a guy that would scroll 6 stacks of 1/8 inch.
That's too much for me.
That seems like a lot.
Hmm.
But
She's wanting to know, did you build your table?
no, actually, I picked it up. It's a corner desk table that I picked up at Goodwill for $6.
And then you just
Best
cut the
60.
desktop out to fit the saw.
Yep. And then I took my tabletop off of my saw, flipped it over, drew my outline on it, cut it with a jigsaw, and then stuck it back in place. And then the saw came with the table, and I had to raise the desk itself up I got 2x4. I added a 2x4 underneath the leg, and then I have extra clamps on the bottom here to level my table, the main tabletop.
Mark.
Mark said you have to finish some projects to use the entire table.
Yeah.
What do you want, buddy?
Y'all keep on him long
I was
enough,
working.
he'll
I was
start
working on
finishing
that one
something.
today. But it's just a hobby. It's not. This isn't living. It's just a hobby I do. It's a expensive hobby. It takes up a lot of time. Huh.
You got all kinds of time, John. What are you talking about?
I work.
Oh, wait a minute.
I have a
He's
job
not
still.
retired.
I know.
I got my shirt that said, just living the dream, man. I like it. Mark says if he didn't bust John's butt over unfinished projects, he'd think I was mad at him.
We all do it, Mark.
Where did it go?
Sandy asks where can you find an Excalibur?
You have to look on
Well, see,
Marketplace.
the thing is that if you you want to try and buy an Excalibur that was made before 2011, I believe, because they were still made in Canada
Mm-hmm.
through Instrument or Ge- General Tools, General Instrument. King, then they started being produced over in China. King and King Canada actually just bought them, but they're making them the exact same. So if you go down to Castle or your local hardware probably order them in for you. But whoever sells King in your area, King brand in your area, just see if you can take a look at the King Industrials because they come in 16, 21, and 30 arms. They don't let the price scare you. Honestly, do not let the price scare you. My saw with the stands and the foot pedal was $1,200, but there's a lifetime warranty on it. King Canada will still honor the warranty that was offered originally by General Instrument. There's a lifetime warranty on it. I've only had two ones with it. One is this handle here, and my tension rod does not. It keeps wanting to slip all the time. That's it.
So King Industrial is what she wants,
Yeah, that's King
not the
Industrial.
King Canada.
King Canada doesn't make it. Well, see the thing is, Industrial and King Canada are the same company. It's the same as saying Black and Decker Skill. Like it's the same company. One's just a lower, cheaper version of it. So King Industrial, it is they do the more industrial stuff. King Canada will make the smaller end tools. If that makes sense. Like all your major power tools are all King Industrial.
You can also look around, Sandy, and see if you can find a used RBI Hawk for sale. Those are really good saws.
See,
They're not cheap
if you
either.
want, yeah, they're not cheap either. But if you want, you can also look at the Pegasus and the Sigma. or scroll saws as well.
Yeah, the Seiko or the Pegasus.
I would recommend them, but I'm not promoting them.
John said his next saw is going to be a Jet.
I don't think so. Maybe.
Yeah, it's a Jet 22.
Mm-mm.
Just need people to buy my stuff for it.
I'm really happy with my Delta.
That's a good mid-level saw. Way better than those entry level ones.
Oh yeah.
But stay away from King Tire. Because I started with a Mastercraft, and then I went to Mastercraft Maximum 3 months later, and then within 6 months I had three different Mastercraft. Kept blowing the bellows out, and the cables kept going off inside them.
Wow.
But that's a tool that it's like Craftsman. They have their name on it, so it's got a lifetime warranty on it. You just gotta take it
Hmm.
back. But it's a pain in the ass taking your whole scroll saw back because your bellows went on you, right? 2 weeks after you got it.
Oh Lord.
I want to know why you want one there, Mike. To use
Done.
it or just to look at it? I want one too, Mark. I still haven't got one.
He's Mike says to use, Russ. I've seen video of that Meddings, and they are good as anything. Might need a mod for Pegasus uh, blade clamps though.
I've never seen one. Cause I have to look them up.
Like I'm not Sandy. Yeah, I'm not staying away. I'm not saying stay away from Mastercraft, but if it's all well, that's what we call it up here, Mastercraft.
Hmm.
Because the thing is, if that's all you can afford to get time and it works for you, you can use it. But if you have the money to put into something gonna last you, you might as well buy something right off the bat. Like you can, back in the 80s, you can drive to Aston and buy a brand new Honda Accord right from the factory, or you can drive to Toronto and buy a brand new Cadillac right from the factory. Which one's going to last you longer?
John, you
Because
might have to think about banning old Larry. He keeps running on about that blue tape and this shipping tape. Calling it your favorite method of putting your patterns down.
yeah, your Delta works fine. If then I would keep it. If you really
Yeah.
want to upgrade it, uh, you can still get a pretty good price for it though. It still works. Yeah, because I think I get my stuff, my King stuff from in town is at the Wind Plywood where I got all my general instrument stuff. Because I got my planer, my table. Well, my table saw is a King now. It was a crappy Mastercraft one too, but it's a King. I got a King table, general planer, a lunchbox planer, my dust collection, my jointer is all general, and straw. And then I got King table saw, a Bosch miter, double pound miter, sliding miter saw, and a Bosch uh, router and a Freud joint, Freud biscuit joiner, and my spindle sander is a general as well. Because I figure you might as well buy tools that are gonna last.
Yeah,
And with and go on.
I was just gonna say you're right. My big go-to tools these, well, I've got the two Powermatic lathes and my new jet bandsaw and my big jet sander, drum sander, and my scroll saw and table saw are both Deltas. My table saw is a contractor saw that I bought nearly 20 years ago. When I upgrade it for a Powermatic. My miter saw is Craftsman. It's crappy. I can't get a square cut off that saw to save my life. It doesn't matter how many times I tune it.
I did that with my DeWalt. It got off by about a 16th. And I piddled with that thing and piddled with that thing. I think I've finally gotten it close, but I don't think it's quite right yet. But it's close enough.
Mm-hmm.
They don't even have scroll saws listed down here. No.
Mine's close enough for rough work. I'll do all my finished work on the table saw. I know it's square.
Yeah.
I know I've seen them on here before. I don't know why I can't find them now though.
Well, Larry's not happy with Craftsman.
Well, who owns the new Craftsman now though? That like, well, so you're shut down. Because I know Craftsman is all the Rona now, and it's
Lowe's
all
took it over.
plastic. It doesn't look the same as it used to.
Mm-hmm.
No, I've got a number of routers. My two big routers is one of them is a Milwaukee, and that's hard to beat.
Mm-hmm.
And the other one is a professional line Craftsman that's got a plunge and fixed base.
Mm-hmm.
But it's the professional line, so
Yeah.
it does a good job. I don't know, 15 years old.
Mark says his miter saw is a 25-year-old Black and Decker. It still cuts nice and square.
Now, I picked up a used, I believe it's a Craftsman radial arm.
Mm-hmm.
It's nice and true. I just haven't finished. I've got to rebuild the table for it, and then I'll use it more than I do my chop saw or miter saw.
Oh,
So I found roll saws at so 6,200. There you go. So a King XL industrial 20 inches is $1,000, which is almost exact same as this now. If you're just gonna make rounds, like rounds with your router bit, you can. There's all kinds of jig. Just go on YouTube. There's all kinds of jig you can make for doing circle jig, either on your table saw, on your
How thick?
band saw, or for the scroll saw as well. Because
Mm-hmm.
if you just do round overs on them, you can go with a just a round over bit if you want a cove or a half inch round
Roman
over on it, or an OG bit is what I usually use on mine because it gives a nicer profile on it. Here we go. So this is what an OG. That's an OG bit right there on that edge, on that profile.
I like that.
Oh, she wants to cut rounds out of white cedar planks.
Not a round
Um,
over.
You can they're simple jigs you can make fan saw and for your table saw as well. Basically, you just drill a 1/4 inch hole in the bottom and just your jig that you make has a line for your 1/4 inch pin to go into. Drill a hole in the bottom of your piece that you want to cut round. Put it on there. Start your saw, whether it be your band saw or your table saw. Run it forward and then just spin your wood right into it. There's all kinds of jigs available on YouTube for those.
Right, that's the quickest way.
Or you can actually buy a circle cutting jig for your router at Home Hardware Center, actually.
One of my routers came with one.
And you basically just does your screw on, or because I know there are other ones that you can just attach clamp onto your router as well.
Mine has slots for the rods. You put the rods in, so you can either use it as a guide, a fence for routing straight lines a certain distance away from the edge, or you can set it up for circle cutting. And a 1/4 inch straight bit or a 1/4 inch spiral upcut.
Yeah,
They're the bits I would use.
unless you know somebody with a CNC table.
yep. Well, fellas, I think I'm gonna call it tonight. I'm about to doze off in this chair.
All right, Herbie.
All right, Herb, take care.
Y'all take care.
But
Herb.
same thing with bits and tools. You can put your money into buying a lot of cheap tools or cheap router bits at Canadian Tire or Home Hardware, but if you really want good bits, Freud.
Yeah, Freud's a good bit.
Honestly, like I'm not sponsoring him, but like this one bit cost me $85, and that's for those double jointed corners,
Mm-hmm.
box and stuff, which I've only used once. Which I should get into making more boxes. Oh yeah, we got a wealth of information of people on our panels and everybody that we know. We can get you in the right direction.
For my sign carving bits, I use Whiteside.
They're good
What was
bits.
that, Billy?
For my sign carving bits, for my freehand router carve signs, I use Whiteside.
All the ones that Mark mentioned are really good
Yeah,
bits.
CMT's a good bit. Not
Mana's-
heard of the
Mana's a great
Magnate,
bit.
but a Mana's a good bit.
Man, they're just expensive, but they last. They last a while if you treat them right.
Oh, is there a Lee Valley around you, Sandy? Lee Valley's got good stuff too. You can shop online, it's quicker.
That's cool, Mike. He said he collected just about every classic router or classic model router going back to 1963. The 63 Stanley Industrial is the original Palm router and still a good router. Sandy said, "Yeah, I could do a road trip."
What's the nearest big city around you, Sandy? Like I grew up in Ontario I grew up in Borden. Spent a lot of time in Windsor and going back and forth, but I know the area. Kitchener. Yeah, check a castle then. For sure.
She said Kitchener's 2 hours east of her. And then she said London.
Oh, don't go to London. There was a big flood there today.
Toronto. Sounds like she's out in the boondocks.
No, not really. So even because we used to drive from Borden to Windsor. That was a 6-hour drive, but from Borden to Hamilton or Burlington was a 1.5 hour drive, and then from there to Niagara Falls was another hour and a half drive. So it's it depends on where you're at. It is a shaped province.
So she's about 3 hours from Niagara Falls.
Because Point Peely, at the most southern point of Ontario, is actually in line with the top border of California. A lot of people don't know that that's how far down south that Canada goes.
I'm gonna let y'all have it too, fellas.
All right, Russ, have a good one.
Y'all have a good one.
Well, I think I'm gonna get a couple more cuts on this anyway, but I'll finish this tomorrow. Or maybe I'll do something new. You never know.
Mark said nobody likes a quitter, Russ. You might actually be happy if you put a Pegasus head on that thing.
No. I tried the
Why?
Pegasus head. I tried the Pegasus head. I don't like it. I tried over at Jeff's house. I
Well,
don't like it.
what don't you like about it?
I just don't like it. I don't like the spring that kicks the blade out at you because it's the exact same head as this anyway. And,
Yeah.
but inside there's a spring that you have to push the blade back harder in order to press the spring to tighten it up. And the thing is that when you loosen it off, the blade pops out at you because the
Yeah.
spring pushes it out.
Right.
The bottom one exact same way. So you actually push harder because I screwed up because I cut my thumb off. It's hard for me to do that.
Oh.
I tried it over at Jeff's house on his 16-inch that he had there, and he's only done like 3 or 4 cuts, like big cuts on his with it, but he doesn't like it either. He thinks it's a waste of money.
All right,
It's
Sandy.
all-
Have a
it's
good night, sweetie.
It's all personal preference, though. Thanks for hanging out with us, Sandy. Appreciate it. And yeah, whenever we're on, you can come in, and join us whenever we're on. I'm always here at night. And come in on the panel if you want. Show us your beaver and suck dragon breath. You know you gotta
You're
throw that in there
awful.
once in a while now.
You're awful. I'm sorry, Sandy. Can't take him anywhere.
All right, Mark's kicking off too. All right, so ow. So this is gonna
So
be
is Mike. All right. Have a good night, Pete and Mike. Take it easy, buddy.
Multi-layered. And you know what? I'm actually thinking about doing this backers right now, and then I'll do a white over top lay of the letters on top of it. Maple Leaf will be stained red, of course. The back lions will be in one piece as well. So backer piece, front, second layer. I'm going to put stands behind the soldier and a stand behind Canadian Warrior letters as well. So that it'll probably going to be about 1.5 inches thick when I'm fully done this thing. And then I tattooed top on there. That's already tattooed on there, so I've got to make that into a banner up for the top cross part. All right. So
Yep.
let's yeah, bring that beaver every time, Sandy. I'm actually working on my own. I'm actually working on doing a scroll saw cut of that logo as well. I'm
After he
trying to
modifies it.
I'm trying to find the original designer of that. It's hard to find. Yeah, I'm gonna stay in Maple Leaf. I use a I can't name it off the top of my head. I believe it's Chardonnay. Or,
So you're gonna stain it with wine?
A Sedona Red. Sedona Red is the color that I use for all my red stuff. It looks like this color here.
Who makes it?
Minwax. It looks
Ah.
like that color right there. That color red right there.
Cool.
All right. Well, thanks everybody for joining us and hanging out with us and being on the panel, being in the chats. And I'll be on tomorrow. Depends. Well, I don't even know what I'm doing. I don't even know what I'm doing at work tomorrow. So I should be here 7 o'clock Mountain Time. So we'll talk to you later. Have fun. Take care. Stay safe.
Night, everybody.